Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Black Monday is here. For me, though, well, hello there.
Martyn has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed. Many members have joined us over the night. For me, it's not Black Monday at all. In fact, it's Black 36 hours. I haven't slept. I've been up all night working on your behalf, on behalf of the Lucas Age, which is my priority always to deliver, provide the best live service possible, and I don't sleep until we have fixed this situation and all Lucas Age once again are making money. I've had an amazing night. Everything's been turned around. It's great. I'm wearing the red jacket because it's mega red today, but there's opportunity. Lots of opportunity, and I'm about to hit another all-time high. 23 trades, 23 wins, never lost, never shorted, never done options, and this is still going to work out. It's quite a lot to unpack here and share with you. It takes a while. For those who just want to come in 2 minutes, this channel's not for you. If you want to be told what's going to make you rich in 2 minutes, this is not for you. However, if you've got patience and discipline and you refuse to lose, you only accept to win, and you'll do anything to win at any cost, this is the channel for you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to be honest. I'm not going to give you any rah-rah. I'm not going to apologize for that. All over the media this morning, everyone is saying stuff, nonsense, rubbish everywhere. People don't know what they're saying. They're making up stories, literally making up stories to benefit themselves. This is the only channel that's going to tell you exactly how it is. I can guarantee you that. So buckle up. I'm going to give you the information, I'm going to give you the news, and we're going to go through all this live together. So please smash the like button if you like this content. We'd like to get up to 100 likes in the first 1 minute. That would be amazing. We got 232 people watching this morning. If everyone could tap the like button, that would be fantastic. If you could click subscribe, if you'd like to join our army or not, it's entirely up to you. But if you do click subscribe and ring the bell, you'll be notified of all the things that we do, and you won't miss anything. So that's entirely up to you. Okay, let me cover some of the things that we're going to cover today. I've got lots of news, lots of things to bring to you. My strategy, what I've been doing, how I've managed to massively improve my position and set and prime for an all-time high, which could come as early as today, which is the opposite that everyone's telling you today, that we're all going to go down. We probably are. We're probably going to go down another 10%. Still could reach an all-time high. I hear you say, how the hell is that possible? No one's doing that. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. So here's my strategy that I've been putting in place over the weekend. I haven't slept since Saturday. I've been up working. That's okay. I will sleep when all this is over and we're all making money. So these are some of the things I'm going to cover on today's show. Renegotiated my margin from 5.25 to 4%. Improved liquidity massively. We are beating the hedge funds, the professionals, those that we pay. I don't, you probably don't, but people pay money for someone to tell them how to invest. We're beating the hedge funds. They're getting margin called left, right, and center. There's a big story with Vietnam, and we're going to cover the earnings tonight. Nike earnings. It's the first one from Vietnam. It's a major story. We want to hear from Vietnam. We want to hear from Nike. We want to hear from apparel, shoes, apparel, T-shirts, all made in Vietnam. And we want to watch that. So we're going to cover that tonight after hours. India, massive amounts of things happening in India today. I'll cover all of that. And the Trump deals, okay? People asking him to put on the brakes, delay all this stuff. He's got no interest. He's, in fact, out playing golf. But that reminds me of Sir Francis Drake. Sir Francis Drake, when the Spanish Armada approached Plymouth in England, in Devon, Sir Walter Raleigh ran up to him and said, "Sir Francis Drake, the Spanish are advancing from the northeast, southwest, from the southwest," and he said, "I'll finish my game of bowls before I take on the Spanish." And he did, and he won. Just a little bit of history there for you. Maybe Donald Trump thinks he's Sir Francis Drake and he's playing golf before he takes on the world. Hey, bit of British history there for you. Just thought I'd throw that in. I didn't read that on Google, by the way. I actually enacted that. I was actually in a musical called Drake at the Edinburgh Festival. So I know all about that. I played a role in Drake. Anyway, I digress. So what are we going to do? Well, as I said before, right at the top of this video, this takes some patience. So again, I'm going to give you an out now. If you haven't got the stomach for this, if you haven't got the patience for this, I would suggest you switch off, go and watch the Binky Bonk Show or CNBC or Bloomberg. That will stress you out and tell you a lot of nonsense just to keep you watching and keep you engaged and whatever they want to sell you. All right, so take some patience. Now, this is a strategy that we put together 14 months ago. I started investing 4 years ago, and I learned by making mistakes. I tried every single thing. I did every single thing, and I made every single mistake in the book. I lost $30,000, you all remember, with Virgin Galactic and Virgin Orbit. Then I realized what the show was. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you are and who you are. Mark Cuban, a billionaire, I played in his house, said to me, "Martyn, if you are the best of yourself, you'll always win. Don't try and be somebody else. Don't try and copy someone else. Be the best of you and you'll always win because you're the only one of you. Become your own brand. Work out what works for you and amplify it." So I decided to be a mainstream media channel, focus on providing the most honest channel in the world, and only invest in the S&P because it's the 500 best companies. And that way it can be demonstrated, not just say, but demonstrated that I'm doing the right thing. So I bought the S&P. I started by buying the S&P with all of my cash. I went all in. I went all in with such conviction that when I went all in, I was down 30 grand, and I could have done it at a much better time, but I decided the focus was getting on the right path as soon as possible because I was that sure in my conviction. So you need to know what your conviction is and go and get to it straight away. Don't look for a buying opportunity or the right time or the wrong time. The right time is now. As the Chinese would say, and I know I've taught all over China, the Chinese would say the best time to invest is now, if not 20 years ago. Forget the noise, forget the price action, forget the this and that and the other. Get involved, stay involved, and find a way to maintain and be always in. So I went all in on the S&P 500. As I started to earn my money, remember, that is key. None of this works if you do not have an engine. You cannot do any of this if you do not have an income. Too many people will use the stock market as a cash machine, and if they think it's the way for them to make money, when it is, but without you, it's nothing. Without your discipline, your mannerisms, your engine, your income, it's nothing. It's just no more than an out-of-date broken casino. And the only winner is the house. So I become the house. I own the S&P. I am the casino. I don't lose. You go, how can you not be losing? Everyone's losing today. Hedge fund managers are getting margin called. How can you not get margin called? Well, look, I'll show you the evidence here. Look, hedge fund managers are getting their biggest margin call since 2020. These are the professionals, right? Well, why are they getting margin call? Because they are under huge amounts of pressure to deliver more and more to their customers. They take bigger risks. However, if you are always winning 23 trades, 23 wins, 1% adds up. And no one can tell you it doesn't, because I bought my house with $1 tips when everybody else was sat on the beach. So trust me, no matter how much money or how little money you earn, doing it consistently over time wins. Warren Buffett is not the greatest trader in the world. He's just lived long enough. That's it. Simple. He makes loads of mistakes, but no one ever ever want to talk about them. And then they'll use his quotes out of context to say about buying Bitcoin. And he can't stand Bitcoin, but they will use it, phrases to back up buying Bitcoin just to encourage people. Even Donald Trump over the weekend put a Truth Social out with Warren Buffett in the video backing up his principles. And Berkshire Hathaway were very soon to report it was completely nonsense and they wouldn't support what he was doing at all. It wasn't Warren Buffett, it was Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, so you have to have your strategy, you have to know who you are, and you have to be in. Now, as I bought the S&P and I went all in. I didn't time the market. I'm aware of charts. I understand charts more than most people give me credit for. However, that's not what I'm focused on. All weekend, I have been on the phones. I'm talking to hedge fund managers. I'm talking to CEOs, and I'm finding out who's buying, what they're buying, and what people really think. You don't hear that on Bloomberg and CNBC. What they tell you on Bloomberg and CNBC is what they want the audience to hear, not me directly with my friends. So I've been finding out what's been going on. I've been up all night. I haven't slept. It's a good job I got a red shirt because my eyes are pretty red. But that's okay. I'll sleep tomorrow. This is when you go to work, folks. Don't go to work tomorrow. You go to work today. So I found out exactly what's going on. So I just go back a moment. So once I bought the S&P, then I started to build my channel. Focus on me. Focus on whatever it is you do to earn money. Don't worry about your stocks. If they were good today, they're good tomorrow. A good idea then is a good idea now. Stay on the course. Don't ever sell. I've never sold. I only ever trade on my Roth IRA. 23 trades, 23 wins, right? Never lost any money. I've stayed in. I've kept going. Now then, as I was going, I was more and more confident with my belief, but most importantly, more and more confident in me, my understanding, my knowledge of how this is working, the relationships that I'm building, the family that I've built around me. I learn more from you than you learn from me. I can tell you that by all the millions of data of the polls that you've entered into, the comments. I understand what you're buying, what you're selling, how you're feeling. I've got a good weight of the retail investor. I'll come back to you on that.
Paranormal and Herbex donated £2 through a super chat.
Thank you.
Have you spoke to Mobix?
I will cover that in a moment. I will come back to any comments you put on the screen. I will come back to at the end of this. So I'm more and more confident. So then I started to use margin. Now, people worry about margin because they don't understand what it is. Margin is a powerful tool, but you have to understand how it works. I've made many videos on margin, and I've demonstrated margin calls live on the show, technical margin calls, where I allowed myself to get into a margin call so you would see what happened. And I made videos on that. If you type in Martyn Lucas Investor, margin call, you will see all the examples of that and how it worked and all the rest of it. So go and I recommend you do that. But you have to be very, very disciplined with margin, understand what your income is. And as I've explained on the show, I know to the penny what I earn every single day, 6 months, a year from now. I write everything goes in my EasyBooks app, and I'm always aware of any bill coming up in 6 months' time. I'm already planned out. Without a plan, without discipline and structure, you can't do that. You cannot do it. Never use margin for a single stock. Never use it on crypto, obviously. Only on the S&P because it's a solid investment, and there's there's measured risk involved, and but most importantly because you know what you're bringing in and so on. So I started to use margin. Now all of a sudden then we got Donald Trump come into power, and I said right at the beginning in January, in fact when we got the announcement that he'd won, I said to you the markets are going to be volatile next year. You can all check my videos. I don't delete them. I don't edit them. I said we're going to have a very volatile year next year with Donald Trump, what he plans to do, and many of you sold out, many of you didn't, and whatever you did, most people say one thing and do another. I didn't sell a single share. Now, the reason why I didn't sell a single share was I told you it would go down. I told you this day would come, but I didn't sell a single share because I do not invest in the stock market. I do not invest in the S&P 500. I invest in myself, and myself is the most important thing. And I understand that I'm investing in the 500 best companies in the world. Not America, not Trump, not a flag, not a government, businesses, real businesses, not stocks, not share prices, but businesses. So I know what I own. So I didn't sell a single share. Now, you may have said, if I'd sold at the top, I could have bought back this dip and ended up with a lot more shares than before. Would have been great, right? No. And you're all shouting at the screen going, well, that's ridiculous. Of course you'd have made more money if you'd sold at the top and you'd bought at the bottom. The bottom maybe was this morning. About 2:15 this morning, I bought another 12 shares of the S&P and massively increased my my liquidity. I'll come on to that in a minute. You'll be amazed by how much my liquidity has improved. You'll go, how the hell was that possible? Anyway, that comes up in a minute. So I didn't sell. Now, the reason why I didn't sell, and many people either did or didn't, whatever, was the point is we can look back now on hindsight and see it very differently. We'll look back and go, oh, in October, it was the high. In November, if you'd sold there and bought back now, that'd be great. But that's knowing where we are now. You didn't know where we were right now. Now, I said it would go down, but there's no way for me to know how low it's going to go. There's no way for me to know what's the bottom. It's impossible. People predict things. People will give you charts. That's great if you're a trader. I'm not a trader. I'm an investor. The show is called Martyn Lucas Investor. We have traders. We have our scalp trader, Ed Nevius, who's brilliant at it. Brilliant. He's a trader. We have Sensei, our crypto technician, chart technician. He's brilliant at it. These guys get it right more often than not, but they are traders, chart readers, so on. I am a long-term investor. I simply own businesses and accumulate stock and never sell. So I had no idea knowing what level it would reach. Impossible to know. Now, the fact of the matter is, if I had sold at the very, very top, which would be impossible, and then bought back this morning, if that was the bottom, which is impossible to know. The reality is I wouldn't have done that, even if that would have been in my mind, because as it was falling down, I probably would have started buying a little bit, and then it would have gone up a bit, and I thought, okay, now I'll buy a bit more, then it went down. I wouldn't know, and I would never do what we're now saying we could have predicted. It would be impossible. You'd have never done it. Retail investors, and I'm a retail investor just like everybody else, you don't buy on the way down, and you buy on the way up, and all the rest of it, and FOMO kicks in, and the more you start trading, the more fearful it gets, and your strategy, your plan starts going all over the place like a bloody snake. The straight path is broken. You've broken it. And not only that, I would have ended up then paying 20% tax. Now, you might say, that's not important. You've still made money. Who the hell cares? I care, because that's 20% of money that could still be in my stocks compounding, going back up again. But now it's all out because I sold it. Now I've got to pay a tax bill. What does a tax bill give me? Nothing. Just a bloody headache and a receipt from the IRS. Doesn't give me anything. It's dead money. Remember what I've always said, money has to work for you. It's not a thing to spend. It's a thing to use and multiply. Money must work for you. It's your soldiers. Until your money multiplies like a virus, more than you're spending, you don't spend. In other words, when I get to $1 million, which is the end of the decade, which is now accelerated by 1 year, I'll come on to that in a moment, I'll earn 100 grand a year for doing nothing. Nothing at all. And I can spend 100 grand a year then doing whatever I want. My money will remain the same. Okay, so I didn't sell anything because I couldn't predict the bottom. I've no idea. So what do? I'm massively in margin. It's going to keep going down, keep going down. He's going to get margin called. Well, you saw me get upset on Friday. I was in tears. I was upset in the morning, and then I came back in the afternoon, fight back. Or was it Saturday? I can't remember now. Anyway, trolls are coming out of the woodwork like the little slugs they are. Some people that you know brought out videos this morning, and I happen to know he's watching right now, laughing and chuckling, except he's completely looking foolish right now, because there are many people that made posts, comments, emails, messages, Reddit, YouTube channels saying Martyn's going to lose it all. He's crying. It's a big crybaby, drama queen, all of this stuff. Fantastic. They walked straight into it. What was I crying about? I was crying live on the show because I care about you. I care about the market. None of this was necessary. All of this was bad management. Yes, great to get the rates down. Yes, it's great to get the tariffs renegotiated, but this was way too aggressive. Too many people around the world have lost their jobs, lost their businesses, and will never recover. And I know that because I'm talking to people. So that's why I was upset. I've never given up, never lose. I never go away. I've been doing this for 40 years, entertaining like this since I was 16. I'm 56 now. Be 40 years in October. So I'm going nowhere. I never give up. I take the knocks and I lose, but I always come back. You never knock me down, and I never go away. All right? It's not about how hard you can punch. It's about how many punches you can take. So all of that gave me extra strength. So over the weekend, I'm looking at this thinking, right, we're going to have Black Monday. We're going to have Black Monday on Monday, and things are going to get a lot worse during the night. So it's time to get busy. This is not a time to roll over. This is a time to get busy. So I got on the phones, talking to CEOs, talking to hedge fund managers. What's going on? What's the real story? Because you don't find it on YouTube, and you don't find it on CNBC, and you definitely don't find it on Bloomberg. Everyone's got an agenda, something to sell. Even my favorite, Tom Lee, always selling training programs, always selling his granny shots. There's always some ulterior motive. For me, it's not. I'm just live all day. You can watch for free. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to subscribe to anything. You don't have to buy a t-shirt. You don't have to buy anything. It's free, right? If you want to, that's great. So I looked at what was going on. Now then, over the weekend, I've restructured my finances. Now, this is important, right? And need to understand this, because right at the very beginning of this whole story, I told you cannot start investing until you've paid your mortgage off, paid your car loan off, and got yourself structured where you are disciplined. You've got an engine that makes money. I don't care if it's $1 or $1 million. It doesn't matter. The same percentages are the same. You can get yourself into a perfect situation on $1. It's not about money. It's about discipline. And I had the biggest disadvantage because I came to America just 8 years ago. All right. And it takes many, many years to get a perfect credit score, because once you get so high, the rest of the score is done on time. And I only have 8 years of history. So I'm like an 8-year-old child living in America. All right. So I've got a disadvantage. But through my understanding of how it works, not being cleverer than anyone else, not for knowing anything else than anyone else, but just knowing how it works and having the discipline to see it through and sacrifice what's needed to be done to get the job done, I've got a perfect credit score in the United States and a perfect credit score in the United Kingdom. On two continents, I have a perfect score. Now, why is that important? Because you can't do what I'm about to say now without a perfect credit score. It's absolutely impossible. Let me read this.
Karen Justice donated $4.99 through a super chat. Good morning, Martyn. Could you explain an SQQQ,
I will. I believe you messaged me on somewhere, maybe it was YouTube or Discord, asking me that question, and I think I said, come into the live show and I'll do it for you. So yes, I will put that on the review list in a moment. I'll come back to all the super chats in a moment. So without steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and all the way through, you can't jump and skip to where we are today. You have to go on the path. That's why I said at the beginning of this video, it's a long video. It takes time. If this is not for you, go and watch the Binky Bonk show, and they'll tell you how to get rich in 5 minutes. All right. So this is not for you. Obviously, everyone stayed with me. We got 522. All the Lucasades are here. Everybody goes, yeah, we want to follow the path. We want to make money. We're sick and tired of losing money. So over the weekend, I refinanced all my positions because I can do that because I've got a perfect credit score. You can't get better, right? And I've negotiated. Now, I'm not going to give the ins and the outs of that on this video because my trolls are watching. They'll want to circumvent certain security features that I have in place. So I don't want to give away all the ins and outs of that because, as I say, I get lots of security attacks and stuff like that on my channel, and I don't want to expose certain things anymore, even though I share everything because people try to find ways around these certain things when I reveal too much information, all right? So I'm not going to do that. But all I'm going to tell you is over the weekend, I was able to renegotiate my margin from 5.25 to 4% and get a cash advance, right, on my YouTube income. Okay, so what I was able to do was I was able to reduce my 5.25 with 4%. So I'm saving money straight off the bat. I've also got a cash injection. If I show you, look, my buying power was $1,000. You remember on Friday? Look at it now. $50,000 is my buying power. No issue whatsoever with being margin called. None whatsoever. The stock market will have to go down 50% from here, and we're already down 20%. That would be bigger than the Great Depression. So I ain't going to get margin called. So all the trolls watching this now, laughing, making videos on me for crying because I have sympathy for my audience. So shame on you, and how embarrassed are you now? I've mentioned that to everybody. But anyway, I'm not going to get margin called. I told you I wouldn't. I'm not going to. I never was, and so on and so forth, because I know how to work it, but I know the tools in the box and how I can improve things, and that's what I did. So I've managed to reduce my margin. I've managed to provide liquidity, and I've been able to get a cash injection. All three. It's a trifactor, right? Which is great. Now, this morning, after speaking to at 2:15 this morning, I think it was 2:15, I was speaking to some CEOs and hedge fund managers, because like me, they're up as well. They're up, they're working. They're not sitting down waiting for the open. Not at all. I'm on the phone, I'm finding out what people are actually doing. And everyone's going on CNBC, and everyone's going on Meet Kevin. The market's going to go down 20%. We're all going to lose all our money in the morning. Oh my God, that Chinese guy, the Kazagi guy, always going to zero. What do they say? A clock is right twice a day. I am sick and tired of hearing stupid people that have made money from pyramid schemes tell you that the markets are either going to go up to $1 billion, we're going to get rich, or they're all going to go down to zero. None of those things are true whatsoever. The world will still turn. None of that stuff is true. And if you spend your time listening to that, more for you. I told you I wasn't going to pull any punches. Not interested. I'm telling you how it is. My Lucasades tell me every day. We support you, Martyn. We love the channel. We watch all day. Everyone's a member. 98% are members. We want to make money. Tell us how it is. Tell us what's going on. We're not interested in the fluff. So you get no fluff. All right. So 2 o'clock this morning, I'm talking to people, finding out what's going on. And I bought does it tell you the time? Does it tell you the time? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. 1:51 in the morning. 10 to 2. Told you I was up late. 4:43. I bought 12 shares of the S&P. Now, why is that important? I bought 12 shares of the S&P. Now, that's basically that $5,300 2 days ago was $6,500. $6,500. Not 2 weeks. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Not 2 days ago. A couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, it was about $6,500. All right, quite a lot, right? So I went all in. I bought 12. Now then, I recalculated all my margin positions and my $1 million target, and now my margin is being covered by my dividends. The dividends, which aren't real dividends, they're just a freebie, really. You don't buy the S&P for dividends, right? You buy the S&P for growth. However, if you can have money coming in that will cover your interest, well, that's not bad, right? And interest is going to go down very, very quickly on Robinhood as well. It's going to go down to 4 anyway, so I'm going to actually have to renegotiate again. But the point is, it's going to come down for everybody, right? Which is great, fantastic. So I went all in. Now then, where do we go from here? I've now got enough to get to $1 million before the end of the decade, if not 1 year early. You've got to know who you are, you've got to know your goal, and you've got to know when to stop. I'm done. I don't need to buy any more shares to achieve my goal. It was a long plan. This was not a 5-minute plan. All the steps of building my business, building my credit, building my knowledge, making friends, making connections, learning from people, assembling all of the tools in the toolbox, and then acting when it was the right time to act. That was the moment to renegotiate. That was the time to do it. That was when there was most pressure on the market. I was able to negotiate my terms that I wanted. I was also able to get the S&P for the price I wanted. Now, you remember, I've been buying on the macro dip to the S&P, but even so, the S&P has been going up for 14 months since I've been doing that. So even though I bought on dips, I'd never bought it for the original price. Obviously, you can't buy the S&P for what it was 10 years ago, right? Nobody can. Not rocket science there, is it? So my average has been going up, and that's the only thing, time an average can go up. If you're buying an appreciating asset, if you're buying something that's volatile and something that's speculative, like a crypto asset, for example, you don't want to be raising your average because it's got no fundamental value. You're just making it more likely at some point in the future you're going to lose money, because at some point in the future everyone's going to dump their Bitcoin. Of course they are. They'll tell you they're not, but we know they are. All right, because people that buy a lot of it tell me, right? So forget what Michael Saylor says. What Michael Saylor does is different, right? We see now today how much money they're losing. Anyway, that's beside the point. You can buy on the way up on an appreciative asset, not a depreciating asset. Okay. Well, my average has been going up, and you may remember over the last few weeks, my S&P VU got as high, I think it was 510. 510 was my average. It got as high as 510 because I was buying at 520, 540, 560 because we're appreciating asset, right? And then all this collapsed. This morning, and this is the power, some would say dollar cost averaging because it simplifies things, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say disciplined investing. Nothing to do with dollar cost averaging. That just makes it like a headline comic book and people go, oh, I get that. No, it's disciplined investing. With just 12 shares, at the right price, as they were this morning. And it doesn't matter a toffee to me whether it goes down 10% on the open bell. I couldn't care less. If it goes down 10% on the opening bell, I'll buy more. I couldn't care less. The same structure, the same. I don't buy the price, I buy the value. And when I was buying, any time the S&P is under 20 times earnings, 19.7, it's probably like 15 times now. I've not had a chance to work it out yet. But it's undervalued. I don't care what Trump says, what he doesn't say, who does this, who does that. I don't buy the flag. I don't buy America. I don't buy Donald Trump. I buy Apple, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, Google. That's what I buy. That's what I own. So when it went below this morning, just 12 shares was all it took to bring my average for way above 500 to under 500. That changes everything for my margin and the way it's calculated and my risk factor and so on. Look at this. This is my VU. You remember what it was? And now my average cost is $498. And I've now got $250,000 in the S&P. Now remember, I started with $5,000, no options, no contracts, no crypto, no shorts, just buying value, undervalue, and all the time doing it with discipline and structure, making sure that I am always aware of the business element of it as well, the tax side of things, restructuring, renegotiating, and all the rest of it. Look at that, 498. Phenomenal, right? When you think the majority of it was bought at 540. Amazing, right? Okay, well, that's good. Now, what does that mean to my margin then? Because the way margin is structured, retail investors always get it wrong. I've talked to so many people and they get it wrong all the time. They don't buy on the way down. They buy on the way up. They don't understand what they bought in the first place. They see it going down and go, I'll wait for it to go lower. I'm going to look at the Fibonacci. I'm going to look at the this zone. If you're an investor, if you're a trader, that's very important. But if you're an investor and you want to own the business, you know what it's worth. If it was worth it, if it was the right price here, when it's here, why aren't you buying it? Well, I've run out of money. I've run out of margin. I don't know what to do. Well, why did you do that? You're always managing. You know how it's going to go, but you know your value. So on the way down, people don't buy. They say they're going to buy, but they don't. They wait and they do this and that, and they listen to somebody on YouTube. They don't. They buy on the way up with FOMO. How do I know that? Because it's going up now for some stupid reason. After I bought it, everyone's getting excited. They're buying it. Why didn't you buy it when it's 2 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. Never understood it. Anyway, the point is this. If you use margin, there's nothing wrong with margin, but if you use margin and when it's going down, you don't buy, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Oh no, you're not. I'm paying off less margin. I'm being careful. I've got to be careful. No, if you bought it here on margin, you must buy it here on margin. Well, no, you're encouraging me to get into debt. No, I'm not. I'm not encouraging you to get in debt at all. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you how it works. You do what you want. The point is, you'll buy it up here again. You won't buy it down here. But the point is this. You focus on paying off the margin when it goes up. Because you're making profit now, you can reduce the margin. If you buy on the way down, and here's the magic little secret sauce with margin. When you've got margin, there's an element of risk. Your collateral is your stocks. So when you buy more on the way down, you protect what's above. You build a foundation. Remember, I've always said it's always been and always has been and always will be about foundations. What is hard to do is the best thing. What's easy ain't worth zip. What's hard is the best thing to do. Build the foundation, forget the tinsel, forget the roof will come later. Build the floor, make it out of solid granite, deeper and deeper and deeper into the ground. Really deep, as deep as you can go. So when it comes down, you can buy down here, you're protecting what's up here. That's how it works. And by doing that, your margin maintenance line jumps like crazy because you've strengthened it. And you've strengthened it because it shows conviction. You know what you own. And the system rewards you for that because the system understands it as well. So you protect yourself. So what I've ended up with, you remember, I was down to 27%? Was it 27% buffer zone? Was it 27% buffer on Friday? Margin, I think it was. Go back and look at my videos. Look at that. Hang on. View details. Look at my buffer now. 46. It's got nothing to do with the cash. It's mainly to do with the stocks. Now, I can't show that and prove that to you, but take my word for it. It's to do with the stock, not the cash. The cash is a big part of it, but it's mainly to do with the stock. And I'll tell you how I know that. Because this morning, when I refinanced, it literally came through at 5 o'clock this morning. I'm going to tell you like a little story here. I can't give too much information away because people will circumvent my security and so on and so forth. So I don't want to say too much. But the point is this. At 157, was it 155? I bought 12 shares of the S&P without the finance being in place. I was taking a leap of faith that it would be there by Tuesday because it takes 2 days for Robinhood to do what they have to do. And if it wasn't there by Tuesday, I would have my first payment rejected because there'd be no money where it came from. Make sense? That's all I'm going to say. So, but it came through at 5 o'clock this morning. All right, 5 o'clock this morning. So, which was very, very nice. So basically, I bought the stock this morning at 2 o'clock in the morning without the money being there. With a leap of faith, it needs to be there by Tuesday because it will take 2 days for it to settle, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. As it happened, it was 5 o'clock. So what it enabled me to do is when I bought the stock, when I bought the 12 shares, I actually saw what my margin did. My margin jumped. My margin jumped from 27 to about 38. Not 46, but 38. Because what I just explained to you, I protected my portfolio by adding more at a much lower price. My margin risk went down because my collateral was cheaper. What I own is in a better state of housekeeping. It's in a much stronger position. The market can go down 50% now, or 46 actually, and I'll still be all right. Okay, so when I added the cash to it, it went up a bit more to 46. But the biggest part of it was the management of investing. And it's important I explain that so you can understand how this all works. So to cut a long story short, I hope you've now got through to the end of the video, because I'm going to put this out as its own video later on for people that want the full strategy of being an investor, a long-term investor, never lose, always win, go through everything, know who you are, take it all on the chin, let everyone attack you, and then draw from it, draw energy from it. It was hilarious this morning. Some little ant came onto my X account and he even said I'm a troll. Oh, you're talking rubbish, you're doing this and that and the other. And I replied to him, I said, you're going to love my next post then. And I posted about what I've just said to you now. And I said, by the way, you can read it, but I'm gonna ban you now, because I don't want to spend 3 seconds ever thinking about you again. You are a complete and utter waste of my time. So go away and bother somebody else. So I banned him. But I do happen to know he saw the post by his reaction somewhere else. So that's quite funny. Anyway, so you've got to draw strength from people that knock you down. If people are telling you it's wrong to invest, do what you know is right, not what people tell you. Equally, don't convince yourself what you're doing is right either. You know it's right when you surround yourself by successful people. Nobody worth nothing gives me any advice that's any value to me whatsoever. The people that influence me or make me realize the strength of the economy and should I buy the S&P or should I invest in that are people that are millionaires and billionaires that have done it. Their advice, their information is of some value. The bloke down the pub telling me, actually, you should sell the S&P because you only make 10% a year. You're a bloody idiot. You should go and buy Binky Bonk coin. He is of a complete use. He's completely useless. In fact, I used to find it funny and entertaining. Now it's just a complete and utter waste of my time, because my time is valuable. Every day now I value my time, and you should do the same. How much money can you make in this time? What can you do in this time? And if someone is taking your time by telling you you're doing something wrong or hassling you or annoying you or putting you down, they're taking away from your valuable time. And do you know why they're doing it to you? Because their time has no value. If it did, they wouldn't be doing it. I've never met a billionaire or a millionaire who's successful, who's down the pub trolling anybody, telling them what to do. If someone is telling you not to do something, trolling you, giving you a hard time, it's because their time is worth zero. So you shouldn't be giving them any time whatsoever. There we go. There's my video. We're about to take on Black Monday. And we're going to take it on and win. I don't care if it goes down, up, sideways. The target was to build the most honest channel in the world on YouTube. We've done it. We'll soon be 100,000 subscribers, on the way to 1 million. If we get to 1 million, it doesn't matter. Got enough. I'm happy where we are today. It'd be great, but it doesn't change anything. My next strategy was to get to $1 million. It's done. It's $1 million in waiting. I haven't got to do anything. And I told you my all-time high is around the corner, 160,000. We're at 140,293. And despite the fact we're down 20%, I think you'll agree, isn't actually that bad. So bring it on. Bring on Black Friday. Let everybody tell me it's all going to go to zero. Let everyone tell you should sell what you believe in and buy something that they believe in just because it makes them feel better about their sad existence. And do what you know is right. Not because you've told yourself it's right, because you've read and studied it and you've done the basics. You've gone to school, you've spoken to the right people, you know what you know. And that is it. There's my message today as we take on Black Monday. I hope this video was of some help to you. I hope it encourages you through anything in life, but you can achieve anything as long as you focus on yourself, focus on education, and focus on learning rather than listening to noise. Listening to noise from people that have time to dispense it. And they have time to dispense it because their lives are worth zero. Why would you waste your time listening to it? Click above my head for all the links, down below in the description. Over here and over here, I shall put 2 more videos I think you'll find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, that'll go out as a video. If you want to watch it back later on, that would be fantastic. We've got lots of comments coming in. What do you think of that? 165 likes. Let's get some more likes. Surely you thought better than that. 65 likes is rubbish, right? Sorry, 166 likes. Come on, let's get 200. We've got 15 minutes before the bell goes. Is Wall Street still there? No, I've got to refresh the screen. Bugger me. All right, here we go. Do you know what? Forget it. I want 250 likes. Here we go. 250 likes. We've got 554 people watching. There it is, right there, look. 554. I want 250 likes. Just because. Here we go. 194. 195. In 1 minute. Come on, guys. 250. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that'd be wonderful as well. We got 15 minutes before Black Friday starts. Are you ready? I'm ready. Do what you want. Donald Trump, say what you want, do what you want. It makes no bloody difference to me. Tap the like button. 212. Let me go and refresh the screen over here. All right, 8 to go. 245. We need 250 likes. Time to have a cup of tea. One more. One more. One more like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, great stuff indeed. All right, okay. Let's come back to there. So we're ready. We're all ready for... oh, hello.
Charrington 91 donated $2 through a super chat. Tap the bloody like button.
That's the way to do it. Jay Arrington, stick it to them. Right, bloody right. Stick it to them. They won't tap the like button, we'll bloody well tell them to stick. That's it. Get it done. Take no prisoners. All right, let's get it done. Now then, we've got 10 minutes ago. I've got some super chats. There's Jim Cramer. He ain't very happy.
Jim, is the one that a lot of people right now, that's perhaps why they're not selling and or not short as they might be. It's because things could turn.
It makes me laugh. These are the richest people on the planet, right? And they're all stressed out. It makes me flipping laugh. They've got tons of money. I don't understand it. Anyway, let's look at the super chats here. So first one was Kent Paranormal, who said, have you spoke to Mobix? I have left a message with Mobix. Yes, I have. And I'm waiting to hear from Mobix. It looks like I'm going to do an interview with, I think, is it Paul Worley? I can't remember his name now. I've got so many names in my head. But yes, it's been done, and I'm waiting for a response. So thank you, Simon, isn't it, for your question? Karen Justice, $4.99 from Karen Justice. Good morning, Martyn. Could you explain an SQQQ, please? An SQQQ, it's an ETF, I believe, and I need to do a review on it, if that's what you're saying. SQQQ, is it? Yes. Yes, it's an inverse leverage product. Okay. Now, this isn't my field of expertise, unfortunately. There are people who will like to always, so they don't look silly, because they're insecure with themselves. That's why people do it. They'll go, it's this. And then you go away and go, is it? Well, I am not an options expert. I'm not an inverse leverage option stock expert at all. It's not my field of expertise. Sensei, I'm sure, will understand this a lot more than me. So I can't give you the best response, I'm afraid. Also, Ed Nevius, who is a trader, a scalp trader, will probably understand what this is better than me. And if you are a member, which you obviously are, you can access Discord and you can talk to Ed Nevius in his own channel and ask him. I'm sure he will answer it for you. But I'm going to give you my best answer as much as I can. So let me just explain. This is what it says on the screen. Let me just refresh that again. It was there. Where did it go? Where did it go? It gave me a definition there for a moment. How do I get back to that? Apple. Just bear with me a second. I've got to bring it on again. SQQQ. It's not going to tell me a second time. Damn it. It had a really good explanation. Oh, okay. There we go. Look, leverage is like margin. So people are this is an options contract stock. They are doing options on your behalf. They're borrowing money. It's leverage, using leverage. It's not my field of expertise. So I'm just going to read what it says. I will understand from what it says, and then we'll try and to look at it together. Inverse leverage products are complex and designed for short-term use. So straight away, the fact it's leveraged, short-term use, which means it's options, I wouldn't touch it because you're gambling. You're making predictions on dates, times, when a stock will be up or down by a certain period, and using borrowed money to do it. So straight away, this is of no interest to me. I wouldn't touch it with the barge pole. They are exchange-traded funds, ETFs, like VU, like the S&P 500. It's an exchange. Well, S&P 500 is not an ETF. The ETFs are those that track it, which is what VU SPY is. So it's an exchange-traded fund, a basket of funds, and exchange-traded notes that are designed to deliver the opposite daily performance or inverse of whatever they're tracking and then multiply it. So you have to say, if you think that the stock market is going to go up, then you bet this is going to go down. The whole thing is just pointless, in my opinion. Now, people like this sort of stuff. They like to play these kind of things. People will tell you, I was speaking to an options trader over the weekend who was telling me that options allow you to get exposure to a stock that you want, in my case, the S&P 500, without having to lay out all the money and less risk and so on and so forth. But again, you're gambling, guessing. You don't actually own anything until it goes right. But I only buy what I know is going to work anyway, so I like to own the business. I'm not in the business of trying to make money. I'm in the business of trying to acquire businesses that make money. And that's the difference. People who do this kind of thing, people who short, people who do options, people who guess, people who do whatever, traders who don't know what they're doing. I'm not on about Sensei and Ed Nevius, but people who just guess, buy speculative assets. They're trying to make money from nothing. What I'm trying to do is earn money from myself to buy businesses that make money and own the businesses, so I'm always making money. Not trying to guess the direction of a stock. Now, that's as much as I know about this. I know people who do this, and that's where my knowledge ends. Someone else could give you more information. You might like this sort of thing, making predictions on which way the stock's going. It's a little bit like on Robinhood right now, they're doing all this stuff. Look, have you seen this? I think this is wrong. On Robinhood, prediction markets. You can bet on the basketball. I mean, that's not investing. That's encouraging people to gamble. Now, when I've discussed it on the show, people go, oh, I quite like it. Great. It's not owning a business, though. It's not owning a business that makes me money and I can forget about it. So I don't want to do that. I don't lose money. I'm not going to gamble. I'm just going to own a business and let the business earn me money. That's it. Done. So I hope that answers your question. The last one was from, tap the like button. So I've done it all. I've done all the questions. Right. How long have we got? We've got 3 minutes. Let me go over to members only. Because we've got 2 minutes before Black Friday starts. What's it going to do? I don't care. Down 20%, up 20%. I couldn't care less. If it goes down lower than today, I'll buy another $10,000 straight off the bat, straight away of the S&P. 10 grand, boom, straight away. If it goes down below where it was today, I'll buy 10 grand of the S&P. Absolutely, you've heard me say it, 100%. Right. Let me go over to members only. So if you've asked me a question in the last hour, I've missed it, a comment you want me to read out, something you want to say to me that I missed, please now repeat it. And I can see it and ask it again. Cut. What's your point there, Zach? What's your point? What are we cutting? Let's go. Are you ready? We've got 3 minutes to go. We've got Wall Street ready to go. They're on a break. Everyone's always on a break. I've been up all night. I haven't slept now for a couple of nights. Everyone's on a break. This is not the time to go on a break. We're here to work. We'll sleep tomorrow. We'll sleep tonight, actually. So me too, Martyn. You're the same? You've not been sleeping? You've been focusing? You've been working? Good for you. Thanks for the due diligence for the DD mark. I missed that earlier, so I don't know what that is. How long have I got? 2 minutes. Oh, we got a new member.
Leonidas has become a member.
All members, let me give you the membership link. If you want to become a member, you need to be on an iOS device. If you are on an iOS device, select a browser, desktop version, and then you can become a member. It's only a couple of bucks a month. It's always been a couple of bucks a month. It'll always be a couple of bucks a month. It's never gone up in price. It's never going to go up with inflation. So it was designed to be the best value investment you ever make. Because I'm adding more and more services all the time, except the price gets cheaper and cheaper every year with inflation. How about that? No other channel is going to promise and guarantee that for life. That is what I do. That's a fact. Okay, so there you go. Once you become a member, if you follow me on Instagram and X, there's the link. I will engage with you. If you want my newsletter, it's our backup because we might have a new channel, something new, and you wouldn't know about it. There's the newsletter. Everyone who's a subscriber, or at least everyone who's a member, should be on my newsletter. I don't fill your inbox up. I very, very rarely email you. I will only email you really important things where it's really important. I've got a new channel. We're switching to a new channel, whatever it might be. You would lose me. You would never find me again unless you got the newsletter. There's free stocks from Robinhood, the USA. There's free stocks for Robinhood UK if you're watching in the UK. There's a Discord. For a couple of bucks, you can become a premium member, get all our training for free and so on. You can get a free version of Discord once your badge turns blue. Once it turns green. Once it turns blue in a month. Silver.
Carlin D. Ross has become a member.
We all remember this guy. I will come back to him in a moment. Are you ready?
The rest of the world trying to help us solve it.
Here we go.
No.
It's Black Friday.
Capital flow,
Let's do it.
From what I understand in the conversation, that's not a great sign.
Black Friday is off.
Supremacy I want to take that off the table if we decide to change our view.
Here comes Black Friday.
People, I think it's time to really bail. It's really dangerous. And then the market drops 50%. And then the president, can I tell people how it's fine? No, that's just not true. It's not 2000. Every other time, 5 years should wait 18 months and buy.
Here we go. Don't listen to the noise. Here is Black Friday in full swing. What's going to happen? Don't panic. Planned strategy. Sit back, relax. Who relaxes on Black Friday? We do. Here it is. The S&P 500 is down. Virgin Galactic down 12%. If this is the time for you to buy Virgin Galactic, there'll never be a better time. It's either now or it's bankrupt. Anything lower is irrelevant. Anything lower is irrelevant. Buy it, don't buy it. Palantir. Now, Palantir is the right price. This is the right price for Palantir. Gold going down. Amazon, the right price. Apple, the right price. Next Era Energy. Energy, the best sector to be in. The right price. Enphase Energy. This is the one that can put out of business all the other solar companies. The right price. Coca-Cola, the best price. The best price. You can buy Coca-Cola at this price for the dividends. J&J, it's going to $200. A best price for J&J. Oil, I'm not an oil man. Ask Stephen Lewandowski. Tesla, wouldn't touch it. I own it through the S&P. Wouldn't buy it. Elon Musk, too unpredictable. Microsoft, still expensive. Google, a good price. A good price. Oh, sorry, I was looking at McDonald's. I beg your pardon. McDonald's, a great price. A great price. Expensive, should be expensive. Microsoft, too expensive. Nvidia, an amazing price. An amazing price. How many of you are buying it today? No one's buying it today. That's why it's down. I'm buying it. I bought the S&P. I own 6.75% of that out of $300,000. Work it out for yourself. Walmart, okay. Bit risky. Tilray Brands, no value at all. You're just gambling on whether Donald Trump decides to bring it onto the table or not. I wouldn't even bother with it. Robinhood, a great price. Robinhood, a great price. IonQ, too expensive. Run by the scientists, not the accountants. Wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Rocket Lab, a great business. Oversold. It's the right sector. Could be worth a buy. Plug Power, you can't touch it. It looks cheap. It maybe is cheap, but we don't know what Trump is going to do with this. We don't even know. We don't even know if it can survive. Can't raise capital, debt spiraling. Bitcoin, I wouldn't buy it. I'm not in Bitcoin at all. XRP, well, you know me. It's the best of all the crypto. Absolutely. But I'd rather own Ripple. I'd rather own the company when it IPOs. I'm not a speculative gambler. I've got enough money now to take me to $1 million. I'm not gambling with it. I'm just doing what I'm doing and staying the course. I support this. I support everyone who likes XRP. We make more videos on it than any other crypto. But I would not buy it, because if I do, I become a YouTuber, a pump and dump channel, and that's the last thing I want to do. And but if of all the crypto, yes. But if your goal is to get to $1 million and you follow my path, you don't need to risk it. Why bother? But some of you like that, and that's fine. That's okay. I wouldn't buy it just because I don't need to. That's it. But I would say it's the best of all of those. All right, there we go. Black Friday. Hardly a big deal, right? Hardly a big deal. Down 8% today. That's a big drop for the S&P. But the point is, it was a lot lower at 2 o'clock this morning. So, no, I'm not bothered. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to buy anything. I don't need to buy anything. What are you doing? Let me now go to all the comments and questions. If you just tuned in, tap the like button. I'd love if you could support the channel. That'd be great. By tapping the like button, what it does is it says you like this, and you're more likely to see my content going forward. All right? Okay, now then, I've got something here, and I don't know if I've got it available right now. I might have it available. Is he here? Where is he? In the chat. What's his name? His silver member. Carlon D. Ross. This might or might not work. Let's have a look. Here we go. Remember this? I never delete anything. I never forget anything. This is Carlon D. Ross, a silver member.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Carlon D. Ross made me this.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Monday. There you go. I just wanted to show you that. That was Carlon Ross, who's in the chat today. Yeah, I do apologise. Have I been saying Black Friday? Black Friday. I meant Black Monday. I like Enphase Energy, but hate that it keeps being shorted. Well, yes, I get that. Have you heard anything lately regarding diversified mineral group? Yes, I have, and all of you have. All of you that are investors have. You've had an email from Jefferson Boots. They are literally days away from IPO. And I shall be giving you all the information soon. Jefferson is bound to be on the show in the next few days. He sent everybody an email. So if you are an investor, check your junk folder if you've not seen it, but you should have received an email. Palantir, a PA ratio of 369 is not a good price, not for me at least. I'm okay with it now because of its growth potential. It's going to be massively overpriced. I wasn't happy with it when it was 700 times earnings, but now where it is, I'm okay with it. DJIA down 1,300 already. S&P 500 is not down 8%. It's down 4%. No, that's correct, Dev Pro. I understand that. It's down 8% because I'm in margin. I understand that. The S&P is down 4%. I understand that. I'm simply saying my portfolio is down 8%. All right. Hello from home. Finally now, is Robinhood taking money from margin every day, or is it every day or every month? Is Robinhood taking money for margin every day, or is it every month? They calculate it daily, so you could be being charged $5 a day or whatever it might be, and they bill you once a month. They take the money from your buying power once a month. That rabbit is really creepy. Jay Harrington, Yardstick, Brian Bynum, Aja, I love it. The bunny should be opening every morning. I love it. It fits well. It's nearly Easter. Exactly. Great music to close. Great to be back, family. Carlon Ross, he's great to be back. He's our silver member. He's been a silver member for ages, actually. I think what's his badge doing now? Carlon, he's got 6 months. He's in between 6 months and a year. It's probably nearly a year, actually, I would have thought. Anyway, good morning, Jason. It's fitting to call it Black Friday. That's where you get the best deals. Yeah, sorry about that. XRP going down. Can you create special logos for each of their memberships? Can you create special logos for each tier memberships? At the moment, YouTube only allow me to do memberships for time. So, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and then we have a trophy at 4 years. I'm talking to YouTube about being able to do time. So we could recognize people who are bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. We have one platinum member as well. And we have a big investor, 500 one-on-one videos from me. And all the rest of it. We have about 30 or 40 gold members that call and have one-on-one meetings with me as well. So we have a lot of gold members now, more than silver, actually. It's quite surprising. So there you go. So I would like that as well. There. Anyway, can you do special for the tier member? What I can do is this. what I can do this now. I think I can. I can make videos. In fact, I can't do it now. I make videos and live streams that are just for bronze members, that are just for silver members, that are just for gold, and just for platinum members. So I'm going to start trialing that now, actually, because I have a lot of gold members, actually, that would like to be in their own little club. So there's going to be some videos, live streams, just for gold members and just for platinum. All right. So there you go. Good day, Stephen. Good day. Hello, mate. Federal Reserve announces... that was a terrible accent. Federal Reserve announces closed board meeting today. That kind of makes sense. God bless the Lucasade family. Jerry and Elba. Good morning, Martin, the family. Sandra, John. Thank you, Martin. I've been thinking about margin as Nvidia came down further. I have been waiting to see the retest of 95 to 91. It is a great opportunity. Welcome back, Carl and Ross. Loved the video. There we go. Matador buying, so I cancelled my buy order on Friday. Being gold member is one of my best investments ever. You are most welcome, Alex. You are most welcome, Alex. How do I upgrade to gold? I forgot. Well, here you go. Here is the link to upgrade your membership or become a new member. You have to be on, if you are on an iOS device, which is an iPhone or a iPad, you need to use a browser and then use the desktop version. It's so Google is not going through Apple. Apple tried to take commission out of the memberships. So if you are an iPhone or an iOS device, iPad, you need to use a browser, any browser, Chrome, Safari, Mozilla, whatever you like, but then make sure it's the desktop version of the browser. If you don't know how to do that, there's a couple of dots or options or settings. It will say desktop version. Other than that, an Android or a computer or anything else will work absolutely fine. All right, your Mac fine, whatever. It's just an iOS, not an OS device, just an iOS device. And then you'll see your membership and you can upgrade at any point. We've actually got, as I said before, gold members, and we've got who have one-on-one calls with me. And we also have one platinum member, a super, super high-end investor. Lucid is up today. That's interesting. No, it's not at all, Marcus. I said it would be. The reason why Lucid's up is because Tesla customers are moving to Lucid to buy cars from Lucid instead. Once we had Peter Rawlinson, who's a right crook, get out of, he took all the money. He was disgusting. I think he was English as well. Very embarrassed about him. But once we got rid of him, the company has a chance to do well now. And it's better than a Tesla. If you like Tesla, but you want like a luxury vehicle, a much better built, like a Rolls Royce version of Tesla, that's what Lucid is. And people who got money want to buy a better quality electric car, and that is a Lucid. So Lucid can do well. We did a review on it the other day. I'm enjoying my black coffee with your mug. Yes, there it is. Now, by the way, if you have not yet got yourself one of the mugs, right, martinlucasshop.com, there is the mug. These are always on sale. All the XRP ones have sold out. I believe we have a new tariff, a new collection that's just come out. There's only 10 of each. People collect them. We bring out 10 and then they sell out, and then we have another collection a few weeks later. But if you want one, I think go to the shop. But and what you do then is, once you've been to the shop and you've got yourself a mug or a T-shirt or whatever, please do send it in. A picture in via Discord, and you go into the gallery. So here is the gallery. I've not opened it up for a couple of days, and we've got some new members. We've got some new owners of the Lucasades mugs and T-shirts and everything else. So here we go. Let me play my little memory video. Here we go. The Lucasades, and I'm going to go to play memory video. Here we go. We've got a few new ones. You're going to like it. Here we go. Here we go. A few new members have joined. A few new people have got some mugs. So we're going to show you these now. Here we go. Going to play that. I've got some news about what Donald Trump's doing as well to share with you in a few moments. And you can be in the gallery if you get yourself a mug. MartynLucasShop.com. Links in the chat. There's X. There's Instagram. There's the free stocks from Hood, USA and the UK. All in the chat. There's Discord. There's membership. And I think I've given you everything. All right? Okay, cool. All right, there's Bill. Remember Bill? Sadly, we lost Bill. And there's Muzanella. He was here the other day. So all the guys. All right, so then let's look at what's going on. It's bouncing again above where I bought it. Now, why I bought it at that level was for many reasons, because that is just above the circuit breaker. That's why I bought it there. I was also very, very happy with the price. The fact it was $100 a share on VOO less than my original price. So I'm very happy with that. But mainly, and also because other people were, some CEOs were buying, but also some very rich people were buying. Oh, there's Leston Wynn, look. I think he's in today. He was messaging me on Discord this morning. There's Stacey, look, good morning to you. There's Mike. But we had... The circuit breaker is just below this, and that's a good time to buy, in my opinion. So I bought more. But again, not because of the price action, not even because of the circuit breaker, because the simple fact, it's good value anyway, and if everybody wants to sell it, I'll buy it. I mean, it's fine. I would love to own every single share of the S&P and never sell. Wouldn't it be great? Would be great. There's Jerry and Elba. There's Jerry. He managed to get 2 pictures because he's got 2 mugs. In fact, he's got more than 2. But there you go. These are the new ones, the last couple of days. There you go. And that one came in. That one came in yesterday. That one, just let me remind myself, it's a new person. What was his name? I feel embarrassed now. I'm thinking, what was his name? It was his name was Bartex. That's Bartex. If you're wondering who Bartex is, that is Bartex. He's got his XRP mug. Right. Okay. We're going up again now. So, great. I could have bought some more. There's no point. There's no point me now buying any more unless we go a lot lower. Because I can get to $1 million live on the show without buying anything else. There's no point. I now want to pay off all my margin. $1 million, no margin. That's what you want, right? So... there's no point. And that was quite attractive. That was very close. But, you know, this Black Monday is just the opening gambit, if you like. This is going to go on for a few weeks. We could have a big drop tomorrow, the day after. You know, it's not, you know, don't rush into it. Rush into it if you're not in the market right now, because if you're not in the market right now, you're missing out, right? But if you've got a good position and you're happy with your position and you can achieve your goals, let it settle. Because you don't know where it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to go up, down, or sideways. I don't care where it's going to go because I know it's going to be up long term. So there we go. Right. Let's go through all the comments and questions. DJIA down 1,600. Get your very own mugshot. Marcus Kloster. X day of today for SM chilling. Don't know what that means. Do you want to rephrase that? I don't know what it means. Anyway. This is probably not the show you expected, really, is it? You thought Black Friday would be quite manic? It's very relaxed, actually. It's actually quite good. I'm probably the only person smiling on Black Friday. Does everyone feel okay?
We got that settled. It was the plan, but then Navarro won.
Yes, that was. He's got that rakish charm. That
all the
Navarro.
rich people are getting stressed.
Figure out a way.
We are
He likes the Steelers more than he likes the Bills.
just slightly off of session lows here. We lost 5K on the S&P, 49.03. Got a little revamp in the VIX as well, back to 51. Watch bonds. 10-year had some trouble this morning getting back below 4. This morning, as we take a look at the curve, yep, 404. That's raising some interesting questions about why we're not seeing a decline in the benchmark yield. Stay with us.
There you go. Anyway, It's a nice, relaxing day, really. Platinum. Oh, we've got a new sponsor. We've got a new sponsor to the show. Let me just sound effects turn that up. We've got a new sponsor here today. Carlon Ross. Now, Carlon, you need to let me know if you, because you get all the silver and the gold and the sponsor. So if you want to have a one-on-one with me, 1 hour a month, you can call me. Just let me know in the chat and I'll set up a time with you live on the show. And you can talk to me directly on the live phone-in, what we do, except we won't be on air, just with the two of us. You have that as a sponsor. Also, you're now sponsoring the channel. So if you've got something to promote, a channel or a website or a business, you can do that. So if you'd like to sponsor the show, we can have you every day on the show. I can show you a YouTube channel and get everyone to subscribe to you, or a business, whatever it might be. And we get offered all the time corporate sponsorship. I had $30,000 offered for me for a crypto project, and I only do sponsorship for members for $99, just to help everybody out, and it's just a nice thing. So that's what you've got, and thank you for your support. It really helps the channel. And let me know if you want to go on the homepage. I don't just put you on the homepage. We only do it if you ask it, and we only do the calls in if you ask for it, and all these things. All right, so just let me know. XRP is taking off apparently. Let me go and have a quick look. XRP. Oh, there we go. Not really, guys. No. It's up 3%. Starting to move. It's down so much, 3% isn't anything. But it's nice to see it, though. I'll give you that. But I'm not going to say we're on a big pump, because we're not. All right? Crypto moves a lot. It's down a lot, so it's back up a lot. It's back where it started, isn't it, really? But anyway, hey everyone, Platinum Crystal, you just missed yourself on the gallery. 100% invested cash, my position in the market, should be great soon. Great stuff. I wouldn't be out of, well, obviously I'm not out. I wouldn't be in cash. I think there's too many opportunities now to wait. The price and the value, well, forget the price, but the value is there. Why wait? But that's just me. Stephen, different, you see. Stephen has made his money. He doesn't need to risk it. He can earn 4% doing nothing. It's the same as me having 50 grand to spend, and I'm not buying the dip. Don't need to. I don't need to buy any more. I'm just waiting for much, much better. And it doesn't even matter if it comes or not. That's the point. I've done my work. It's Monday. It is Monday, Jeffrey on. It is. Martin, definitely not slept. Still saying Black Friday. Am I still saying Black Friday? Listen, guys, I literally haven't slept for 2 nights, right? I've been working the entire weekend to ascertain what's going on here, make my decisions, refinance my situation. And you're right, I haven't slept. We could just end the show and I could go and have a morning nap. Like an old man. I could do that, because quite honestly, my work here is done. You all know what's going on. I mean, how great to be relaxed on a Black Monday. On a Black Monday.
I'd rather on Walmart longer term than on Dollar Tree.
You know what the best Russell 1000 stock is under Trump 2.0? Dollar General.
Yeah, well then. Yeah, I know. I mean, Dollar Tree has a lot of problems. Again, this is this idea that you can buffalo the American people, that you can go buy M&Ms for $1 there, and there's probably 20 fewer M&Ms in the packet. Having done that, I haven't counted the M&Ms. I've counted. It's good one.
Guys, 2 deals that are sort of tied in with trade. One is TikTok, which got extended, but keeping an eye on it, because if you were, in talking to a number of people around it, I think the expectation is the Chinese would have to.
Okay, so let me focus on a couple of important things. Levi. I've got some news for you. Levi. How do you spell Levi? Isn't Levi Livi? Yeah, Levi Strauss. There we go. Available today after hours. Okay, I thought so. Levi. Right, okay. Levi. Okay. Time. 855. 855. LEVI. Earnings season is back. Levi Strauss, the first one. We're covering it tonight after hours. Ticker symbol LEVI. Why am I covering that one so much? Well, because it will tell us all about the tariffs. Vietnam. Shoes, apparel, all made in Vietnam. We're going to cover this one tonight to get a temperature of the economy and what's actually going on. We'd like to look at Nike as well. That'll be coming up as well. So Levi Strauss after hours tonight. You cannot afford to miss it. We're going to do it after hours. Cover this and listen in so we can get a good feel and a flavor. None of the nonsense on all the social media YouTubers. They won't be covering Levi Strauss. It's boring. No one cares about boring stocks. I do, because I want to know what's going on with the economy. So join me tonight for Levi Strauss. You never know, we might have a bit of J-Lo. Do you remember that when she wore the jeans? Anyway, click above my head for the link down below in the description. I've also got a video I just recorded this morning on Black Monday. Apparently, I keep saying Black Friday. I've been awake now for nearly 2 nights. I haven't slept. I've been up working, preparing for this, reorganizing myself, and my portfolio is in better shape now than it's ever been, despite Black Monday. So the video for that will be down here in the description. Go and check out how you can win and beat Black Monday and outperform the market and make $1 million. All of that by doing a few simple things. Just follow the path. I will give you the video for that. So that'll be down here in the description and pinned to the comments. Over here, I shall put Levi Strauss for tonight. And down here, I shall put my Black Monday $1 million video. That is the day my portfolio became $1 million. Now, I've just got to let it grow. There we go. Join us tonight for Levi Strauss. Check out the videos in the meantime. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Now, guys, when it comes to earnings, this is how it works. If you are a member of our channel and you'd like an earnings, it's $5 minimum to do an earnings. Okay, if you'd like an earnings, I can do 4 a day. That's why we have the extra channel, 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. We can do 4 earnings a day. All right, there are 4 shows a day we can do. We are starting today with earnings. So tonight we have Levi Strauss. Tomorrow, before the open, we have Walgreens, Tilray. You want a bit of Tilray tomorrow morning, RPM. I only do the ones you want. If no one wants one, I just stay in bed. I ain't bothered. All right, I only own the S&P, but I do want to cover some things because I learned about the economy, right? So if you want one of these, just let me know. And then we've got on Wednesday, you can see your favorite stocks here. Then we've got Thursday, Friday, we got the banks, BlackRock, all that stuff. And then next week, of course, it gets very, very busy. Full earnings season kicks off. We've got the banks, then J&J, Bank of America, Citi. You can see we got some big names here. United Airlines coming in. And it gets more and more juicy as we go. You can see a few names you probably recognize here as well. All right. TSMC, what was that? Taiwan Semiconductor, that was, I'm trying to think of the name of it then. Nothing on Friday. So all of this is coming up. If you want any of these, just let me know and we can cover the earnings for you. It's a $5 super chat, or you can do a super thanks to any video comments afterwards and I'll cover it for you. And I'll cover your favorite earnings. All right. Now, we're also tomorrow, once I've slept tonight, I'm going to get back to your reviews to find you new stocks. If you are a member, you can do a $5 super chat and I will do a full up to an hour-long video, which will be a promotional video and it will rank on YouTube. It will sponsor your stock if you like, promote it if you want it promoted, and so on and so forth. So if you want a review done, we're going to start off. We've got IQSTL, we've got Vanguard All World, Venom, Viper Energy, and then Quantum, Arcade Quantum. They're first. Now they are all $5 bids. People have paid $5 for those. If, however, you would like to jump the queue, anything above $5, you'll be the next one. You'll be done tomorrow. So if you want to do a bigger than $5 super chat, you can get your review done tomorrow because the top one is $5. And that's how it works. If someone outbids it, it jumps up higher. Or anybody that's bid one of these can add $1 and make it go higher if you want to do that as well. All right, now then. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute because I want to get some sleep. So I really would like to do that. So, okay, I'm going to do this at the end. In fact, I'll just put the time, 9:01. Black Monday. Right. Black Monday. How to win on Black Monday. How to get to $1 million. Well, that's exactly what you're about to find out. I've just recorded a video that I put together, my thoughts and structure over the weekend. I literally haven't slept. My eyes are as red as my jacket. Talking to CEOs, hedge fund managers, refinancing everything, restructuring everything without selling a single share. I'm all in on the S&P. Now I've got a whole load more and a whole load more liquidity as well and a much stronger position. If you want to know my full strategy, this is not for people who want to get rich in 5 minutes. This is for people who want to win, never lose, 23 trades, 23 wins. If you've got a bit of time to spare, you want to go all the way through this video. It's going to tell you everything about my strategy, how I've got from A to B, and how I'm going to get from B to Z without buying another single share. Balanced, organized, structured, discipline, even the secrets, how you can refinance and negotiate a better margin rate. All of that is going to come up in this video. Click above my head, down below in the description. I'll put it down here and I'll put the video here and another one that you might find useful. Go and check it out and you can win. What I did wasn't clever, wasn't amazing, wasn't smart, wasn't secret. It just requires understanding and discipline and never giving up and never paying any attention to anyone that's got more time to waste telling you that you're doing it wrong. If they've got time to waste, their time is worth nothing. So why should you even value it? Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, okay, there's that. Let me go to Q&A now. Are we in members only mode? Yes, I want to answer everyone's question before I go. Now, when I'm going to come back for the closing bell and the Levi Strauss earnings, but I'm a little bit tired now. I'm going to set a buy order to buy another $10,000 worth of the S&P if it goes down 5% from here. It's not a magic number. I'm not looking at a chart. I'm not really bothered. But if there's a 5% drop, that's good. Anything under here is fine to me. Not really bothered. But when I'm sleeping, if I wake up and go, oh, I've just bought another 5% down, then great. If I haven't, it doesn't really matter. I don't mind just paying off the margin. So we're going to go to your comments now. And then what we're going to do is we now have a new service. It's only started a couple of days ago and it's really popular. I'm so excited about this. This is the Extra channel. We've now got members in 69 countries and 14 languages that watch all day, every day, all around the clock. This is about to become bigger than the main channel. What we do is we restream today's show. You can see this is today's show. This is me half an hour ago. All right. And the beauty of this is when I end this stream, if you missed the beginning of the video, when I explained about my Black Monday strategy, you can listen to this. But why it's so powerful is that it's live chat. This is live. And people from other countries, other languages are coming in as members. It's only 99 cents to be a member. That's all it costs. By being a member of this channel, it keeps out all the bots, the trolls, the scammers, and you can have live chat, talking to each other. And I'm very often, not today because I'm going to be asleep, but normally I'm in the studio and you can talk to me and you can say, hey, Martin, this stock has just broken, make a video on it, and I can come back and do it. So you're talking to me live in real time, directly into the studio, and you can actually see me in the studio because this is me live here right now in the studio. So it's a live behind the scenes, but also replaying the show you just missed, but with live conversation. So rather than chatting to each other on X or Instagram and you're the only person talking to the other person, you're all with all the Lucozade talking together, and you're catching up with the videos you missed. And you'll find after a couple of months, we're going to have more people watching this than the main channel, because they'll be coming in from different countries at different times, and it's very exciting. The whole world, it's basically the United Nations of YouTube. I'm really excited about where the extra channel is going. So when I finish this show in a minute, I'm going to send you all to here. Gonna have a little look, see if you like it. Let me end the poll. 985. Can we get 15 more votes to the poll, and then I'm going to end it? I don't think we've ever had 1,000 votes. We might have done, but I don't think so. Anyway, live now. Oops, live now on Extra. Is Gorilla still goodbye? I need to speak to Jay. Jay is the CEO. He's been in quiet mode since their earnings, and I want to speak to him. I'm hoping to speak to him the next few days. So when I know something, I'll tell you. I don't know anything. They went quiet on me. Live now on Extra. Let me pin that to the top. There's a little link if you want to click on it there in a minute. 988. 12 more votes. Can we get 989, 990? We've got 10 more. Can we get 1,000 votes? I've never seen 1,000. I don't think I've seen 1,000 before. I might have done, but I don't think so. So can everyone? I tell you what. I'm gonna count it down.
Thea Beckman has become a member. Your show gives me clarity every day. Love y'all.
Love you too, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much indeed. You from Texas too, are you? Talking like that. Love y'all. Nike is a bargain. I mean, everything is, right? I mean, well, not everything. Thank you, Leah. Not everything is a bargain, but a lot of stuff is. A lot of stuff is. Nike is a bargain. So we'll be covering Levi's tonight. Similar field, kind of. Anyway, 994. I'm going to count down from 10 seconds because I want to wrap this up. I want to put out the Levi video, the Black Monday video, and we've got a big rumour coming up as well about Archer Aviation. Archer Aviation, we got a big rumour, and Vaz will be bringing you a really powerful bit of information later on in the week. There could be a live phone-in and a video, so look out for Archer Aviation, a bit of an exciting rumour, but a bit more than a rumour. All I'm going to say is that for now, all right? Just to build that up. Okay, we've got 997. I'm going to count down. If everyone can vote on the poll, please, in 10 seconds, I'm going to end this, send you to the Extra channel. You can replay from the beginning of today's show and chat to each other, chat to me, and then it'll go on to Sensei's charts, everything else. It will replay today's shows. 1,000 votes. We did it. 1,001. That's what it looks like. That's cool. I wonder what it looked like. All right, red 69%. Well, congratulations. It wasn't a hard one today. I think today's poll was quite easy. Anyone who thought green was probably having a laugh, but that was fine. All right, okay. Let me make sure the show goes to Extra. Redirect. There it is. Okay. It's going to go there now. I've given you the link. It's in the chat. That's it from me. Let's do Day Trader of the Day, and let's do your questions. I just purchased space. Congratulations to you. Lucid Group up 7%. No surprise there. That's exactly as expected. Well done. Get some sleep, buddy. You've earned it. Same here. Get some sleep. Yeah, we appreciate all your hard work, Martyn. Thank you so much. I'm literally falling asleep. It's a good idea. A good to own. It's good. Still a good to own. I need to speak to Jay, the CEO. I'll get back to you. Nike, congratulations. Peckman, vote. Vote, yes, I know. I can't believe it, did it? Thanks, Stephen. Yes, congratulations to Peckman. Thank you. What did the Peckman do? Oh, 8 months membership. Your show gives me clarity every day. Thank you so much. Then, as long as we help people and we do something good, we're going to turn that light green soon. Turn that light green soon, right? Okay, I'm going to go to bed, get out of these clothes, and sleep, basically. But before we go, though, we can't go without all the traditions, right? Here we go. Day Trader of the Day. Are you up or you down? down point. Sorry, not point. Forget points. Forget points. Down 5%. Roll the credits. Shadoot and doop. Shadoodly bop bop. Shadoopy doopy. Shadoopy doopy. Shadoopy doopy doo woo. All right, stars of the show. Stars of the show today. New subscribers: Rose, Stephen King. I love it. Stephen King's watching. Ooh. Ian Breezy, Todd Living, Megan Vora, Dave Laws, Daniel Clark. New members: Jay Ballin, Leonidas, Carl and D. Ross. Yes, sponsor member: The Peckman Super Chats, Kent Paranormal, Simon, Karen, and Jay Harrington. That's the stars of our show today. Thank you very much, the stars of our show. Let's see who wins. Look at my portfolio going up. Blimey, blimey, blimey. Love, love, love it. Look at that, $5,200 up in the last 30 minutes. Should I have bought more? No. I don't need to buy any more. $1 million, don't need $2 million. All right. Oh, are we going to turn green? Like right at the end of the show? That would be good. Black Monday is a green day. How about that? That'd be hilarious. Whoa! Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Black Monday is a green day. How about it? How about it? Who'd have thought that? Down 1.4, down 4.4, down 4.93. S&P is green, down 1.72. Folks, I'm going to win. I've won. I'm the winner today. What a day. What a day. Get in. Give myself a thank you very much. Buy the S&P on Black Monday and win. What did I say? What did I say? That's amazing. All right, there you go. I should just put that in. I should put that in. Right at the end of the show, in the last few seconds, look at this. Black Monday becomes a green day. Just be an investor. If you've not seen the previous video, how we got here and what it's all about, the road to $1 million, go and check out the main video. Literally, we went green on Black Monday. You wouldn't have thought that. Click above my head, down below in the description. Over here, I'll put the video. You want to go and see it. Black Monday turns green. How about it? I even got a jacket especially. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Go into the video right now. You can't afford to miss it. All right? Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Green day at the end. Green day at the green end. Oh, yes. Check that out for production value. Check that out for production value. Don't buy it. Don't chase it. That's ridiculous. $9,000 in 1 hour. That's my fastest ever gain, ever. Did that work out? Did that work out well? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Well, well, well. Can you believe it? Don't chase it, folks. Don't chase it. Enjoy it. Celebrate it, whatever you want. But anyway, that's that. Listen, folks, I'm out of here. The link is in the chat. Keep the conversation going. Come and join me on the extra channel. Who would have thought that we'd relax and be just loving it on a Black Monday? That's pretty good, isn't it? Should I have bought more? No, don't need any more. Well, if you'd bought more, you'd be up 4 or 5. You'd be like 5% up now. No, Martin, don't get carried away. Wait, let it do its thing. All right, that's it from me. Thanks ever so much, guys. Let me clear the decks and give you my final thoughts. All right, there you go. Let me read the comments. NVIDIA has gone green. Green Monday. Congratulations. What a green Friday. Emergency rate cut could be coming. Yay, I knew it. Market rally. Now you can sleep good. You're bloody right. You're bloody right. I'll leave my buy order in. I'll always have a buy order down there now. There's no need not to. But I'll have it 5% lower than it was before. If not, I don't bother. Folks, that's the end. Been up for 36 hours, not slept. I've been talking to everybody on X, Instagram. Go and check out all my posts. I've been up talking to all of you all night, all morning on Discord. I hope everyone's happy. It couldn't have gone better, could it really? I hope you feel good. Now, please do join me on the extra channel. We're going to switch over to the extra channel. Stay with me. Stay with all the family. We're going to play this video from the beginning, so what you missed you can see. But most importantly, you can talk to each other. Send me messages. I can see what's going on, and I'll let you know about the next event. That's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed. And now join me on the extra channel. It'll automatically take you there. The link's in the chat. Carry on sharing information with each other and enjoy from the beginning of today's show. That's it from me. Love you all. You didn't think that was going to happen, did you? Black Monday, get out of it. Real investors, you're in control. You invest. No one makes you do anything. Do the right thing and win. That's it. And what do I always say? It's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. Until later, take care of yourselves and each other.